right, sir, are you Kevin Spihar?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay,
I can't see you.
all right, 1 second. All right, I'm not sure why the video isn't working, but if you're unable to hear me at any point, please let me know, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, looks like we have everybody else connected, so just 1 second here. Okay, we're on the record now in People versus Kevin Spihar, case number 226450. The record should reflect Mr. Spihar's present today by video from Otsego County Jail. If I could have counsel put your appearances on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Michael on behalf of the people.
Larry Brown on behalf of Mr. Spihar.
All right, and the record should reflect we have Mr. Brunikel also present on behalf of probation and parole. Mr. Spihar, you're before the court here today for arraignment on two alleged probation violations. Have you been given a copy of or notified of what the alleged violations are?
I heard. Larry Brown.
I'm sorry.
Larry Brown
Okay.
told me the alleged charges.
All right, and Mr. Brunikel, is this a first? Would this be a first finding of a technical violation?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Spihar, I'm going to go through with you a few things with regard to your rights. First of all, you do have the right to have a hearing as to whether or not you violated your probation as alleged. You also have the right to have an attorney present at any subsequent proceedings. If you can't afford an attorney, one would be appointed for you. Mr. Brown is present today for purposes of arraignment. If you are found guilty of the alleged violations, the maximum penalty you could face, because they are technical violations, would be up to 15 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Brown, it sounds like you did have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Spihar.
Yes, I have, Your Honor. He would qualify for an attorney. However, I believe he is going to proceed today without an attorney, other than me standing in here. But I believe we are going to be taking a plea today. There is one issue that he has. I don't know if Mr. Brunikel would delete this from one of the allegations.
Okay, can you make a record of what that is?
It is it is count 1, condition number 3. The very last sentence, he failed to report after release from the hospital on January 3rd. He's claiming that he called on the 4th, which would probably be within 24 hours. If Mr. Brunikel would just delete that sentence, I believe we can resolve this today.
All right, Mr. Brunikel.
Yes, Your Honor. I can delete that sentence to proceed.
All right, okay, so the court will strike that last sentence from count 1 of the alleged violation. And Mr. Spihar, is that how you wanted to proceed by pleading guilty today?
Final asking is getting treatment and getting help and paying all my dues, like drug treatment and all that stuff, and get a job and stuff. But it takes time. I made mistakes, and I'm sorry.
Okay, does that mean that you wanted to plead guilty then?
Sure.
Well, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Mr. Spihar, you understand again that the maximum penalty you could face would be up to 15 days in jail?
Yes. I have a
And
court
with
date
that-
on the 5th too.
What was that?
I have a court date on the 5th in Genesee County too.
Okay. with that maximum penalty in mind, you want to plead guilty to the alleged violations, is that correct?
Yes.
Has anybody threatened you with anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Has anybody
Just trying to
promised
do
you?
the right thing.
Yeah, has anybody promised you anything?
No, sir.
Is it your own free choice to enter this plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you did violate your probation?
No. I turned myself in like I was supposed to jail and all that stuff. So I'm just doing the best thing I can.
Okay. Let's see here. So it alleges at count number 1 that you on or about December 16th of 2024 that you failed to complete residential treatment and you failed to report to your probation officer as you're required to. Is that true?
No. I was in treatment and I saw my probation officer and I went to the hospital because I was on Suboxone. So, and then I went to another treatment center and I couldn't stay on my Suboxone, so I got constipated and all that stuff. So it's been a long road.
All right. Did you complete the residential treatment as you were required
I
to?
did not. No, I did
Okay.
not, but I want to.
All right. And did you have a change of address or employment status that you failed to notify your probation officer of?
No, I wasn't employed yet, and I didn't have an address. I stayed at the shelters down there, freaking New Path and all that stuff. So they have like 3 shelters. And I talked to my probation officer. She said, "You can stay at the shelters. Just don't go to your brother's house."
All right, the court finds that there's a sufficient factual basis to support a finding that you did violate your probation by failing to complete residential treatment as required. The court finds that your plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate, so the court will find that you did violate condition 3 as alleged at count 1 of the probation violation. Mr. Brunical or Mr. Rolla, how did you want to proceed with regard to sentencing?
Judge, we would leave it to Mr. Brunical to proceed on that since he's the probation agent.
You're muted, Mr. Brunical, or you're not coming through. Your microphone might be turned off. Doesn't look like you're muted. Now we're not able to hear you.
Might be volume, Judge, don't know. Because I saw his microphone get turned off.
Am I coming through?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm coming through now. I'm not sure what the issue is, maybe a loose wire on my laptop, but Your Honor, given it's his first technical violation and he's looking up to 15 days jail, the probation department would just recommend jail incarceration up to 15 days.
Mr. Brown, anything on behalf of Mr. Spehar?
On Mr. Spehar's behalf, to his credit, he did turn himself in. He was homeless, as he said. He's going through a lot of things. He wants to get into residential treatment and take care of some of the issues that he's dealing with. He does apparently have February 5th hearing down in Genesee County. So I would like him to be able to attend that, deal with the actions in Genesee as well. So I would ask the court, if it is going to impose a jail sentence here, that it impose no more than the time that it takes to get to February 5th so that he can handle his other issues in Genesee.
All right, Mr. Spehar, anything that you wanted to say today?
I'm just, like I said, I'm sorry.
All right, the court finds that based on the alleged violation in this case, that 15 days in jail is an appropriate sentence. So the court will sentence Mr. Spehar to 15 days in the Otsego County Jail. Mr. Spehar, when did you turn yourself in on this?
Turned myself in on Thursday.
Yesterday?
No, I mean, I turned myself Monday.
Okay, Mr. Brunical, do you have information on how long I just need to get jail credit for Mr.
Yes, Your Honor. I am looking at notes in our system from his probation agent down in Genesee County. It shows that he appeared and was arrested on the 28th. So jail credit beginning on Tuesday, the 28th.
Okay, so 15 days with credit for 4 days served. The court will continue probation. Mr. Brunical, anything further that we need to address today?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Brown?
Nothing further. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. That's all for
My
this
court
hearing.
date on the 5th.
Okay, that's all for this hearing today.